Italy is crying invasion and even threatening to expel French diplomats over a dramatic cross-border migrant raid. Rome has summoned the French ambassador after French border police swooped on an Italian rail station to make a suspected drug trafficking refugee take a drugs test. Italian prosecutors have now opened an investigation into the incident. And while the foreign ministry in Rome's kept a civilised tone, some Italian politicians haven't held back.
The behavior of French agents in Bardonecchia is a very serious matter. We remind Macron that no foreign agent can come here and assert their authority. We are a sovereign country, not a province of France. We are not Macron's toilet.
On top of expelling Russian diplomats, we should expel French ones.
They had no right to enter. No right. This will be the first and the last time. I'm very angry about what's happened.
Paris claims that a bilateral deal allows them to cross Italian borders in such cases. But Italian police insist that the deal says France must notify them of its plans and that it failed to do so. Authorities add that the room inside the Bardonecchia rail station was a migrant centre and off limits. Moreover, migrant centre officials are outraged. They're calling the raid interference and adding that French officers intimidated the doctor there, mediators and lawyers. But France claims that it had asked permission to enter the facility and that the migrant agreed to take the urine test. Political science lecturer Lorenzo Pregliasco, who's in Bardonecchia, told us, in his opinion, the French police are in the wrong.
The NGO, which is running the migrant center in Bardonecchia, by the way, I'm a few hundred meters from there. I am in Bardonecchia right now. The NGO declared that the French authorities were, in a way, acting in an intimidating manner. And so this act has been seen by many politicians, and I would say by a large portion of the Italian public opinion, as an act of defiance, a kind of violation of sovereignty on Italian soil. What has been said very clearly by the Italian authority is that Italian police was not informed by French customs agent about the operation, which is against the provisions of the binational agreements.
But this is just the latest migrant-related scandal on the French-Italian border. It comes just weeks after a volunteer was summoned by French police for saving a heavily pregnant migrant in the Alps.
We were doing an ordinary patrolling tour, as we have regularly done since the beginning of winter, to bring aid to people who pass the pass in difficult conditions. During this patrol, we spotted a group of people who were walking in snow. There we saw that it was a family with 2 young children and a pregnant woman. We gave them food and drinks and dry clothes. I took my car to take her to the hospital. They asked for my documents and they catalogued my personal belongings. They notified me of a hearing on Wednesday and released me at midnight. If the situation repeated itself tomorrow, I would act in the same way. I did the right thing.
Italian journalist Marcello Foa told us that many in his country are appalled by France's behaviour over the refugee situation.
France is one of the toughest countries, and they don't cooperate at all. They are putting their police force on every borders with Italy, and they're very, very aggressive on rejecting every time they find some migrants that are trying to go to France. And this is a situation that is becoming really critical for Italy, because Italy cannot keep all these thousands and thousands of migrants